So it's DVD and Blu-ray update time again, and I think what I'm going to do today, rather than just show them on camera, we'll go and just do a closer look over at the desk just so you can see, because I know some of these, especially the main item, or one of the main items, you probably want to look at in closer detail anyway, and with me holding it and moving it all over the camera, probably, I don't know, to be honest, it doesn't work that well. So today it's Halloween, so it's mainly going to be horror. But there's one notable exception, but I figured I'd just throw it all in one update. We'll see if there are any other updates this month, depending on what I can afford, which, to be honest, is not much, but if something else turns up or something else is cheap, I'll probably do another video. But this is enough of me rambling for now, so in a second, we're going to go over to the desk and we'll look at some of these in more detail. And now we're looking at the desk. Desk is very exciting. Fix my light here so you can actually see what I'm looking at. Okay, so well, I guess we'll start off with well, the one mediocre Halloween pickup. So I remember last year they had these spider case things, or art card things that really aren't art. Well, the first one this year is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, this is the 2010 version, or remake. And for 6 years, I'd been curious to see this, just to see if it's as bad as people say it is. And, well, they're not wrong. It's bad. I'm not even going to go into it in this review, but, yeah, it's just, you want to look at the back. It's almost in the, it's so bad, it's good category, but not quite. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about this. I don't even know if I'll keep it, maybe for completion's sake to have with the other ones, but no, just way to shit on a franchise. Okay. And next, I haven't actually had this since the VHS days. But, and both of these were from Walmart, in case anyone's wondering, but The Lost Boys on the back, just the regular cover. But we'll look at the spider cover because it's exciting. So, yeah, Lost Boys. I don't know. Awesome movie. I haven't seen this since the 90s. I think it's been at least 20 years. With a very, very young Jack Bauer. Sorry, I was distracted there for a second. But yeah, so, was this, what, 1986? That was 87. That was close. I knew it was sometime in the 80s. But anyway, so yeah, The Lost Boys. And next, we have, running out of room. I'm just going to put these over here for now. Okay, so next we have a set, and actually I'm going to, oh, actually I did open this up. Okay, this is what happens when you don't plan. But if you watch my videos, you know I never plan anyway. Anyways, so the fifth one, or the fifth season in this anthology series, we have American Horror Story Hotel. And this one, I actually didn't finish watching last year. I think I watched in the fall, and then it happens every year. I almost never watch the episodes that they play in January, because it's more than a month after the other ones, and at that point I just wait for the Blu-ray to come out. Out of the, well, at least out of what I've seen, I haven't watched it yet. But out of the 5 seasons, well, actually even the 6th, this I'd say is probably definitely the weakest. So far the 6th, I think it's working out to be one of the best so far. They've tried to make it less, I'll use the term confusing, and kind of like the artistic vibe, if you want to put it that way, that they were going for this one. But so here's Hotel. Want to take a look at the back. Just zoom back a bit. So I suppose if you wanted to read the text, I don't know, pause it and you can read the text. But if you want to see what it looks like inside, so there's the disc. Should bring this back out. I don't know, there's some kind of code in here. But anyway, so, yeah, so here's the outside. We'll just open it up in case you want to see what it looks like inside. Got the discs right there. Episode order. I like visually, this was a good season. And then the 3 discs. So the standard keep case. Doesn't quite line up as nicely on the shelves as it does with the first 4 because they've changed the font for American Horror Story. What can I say? I might be somewhat OCD. Okay, so that's American Horror Story Hotel. And next, 2 of these films I've actually wanted to get in my Blu-ray collection for years, and never did. I had them both on DVD. In fact, I think I still have one of them on DVD. But what we have is... back out a bit so we can see it. So, Alfred Hitchcock, limited edition, The Essentials Collection. So here, the 2 films that I wanted, which were North by Northwest and Psycho, both of which I've watched numerous times. Actually, Psycho I watch every year. Although with Psycho, the version that I have, it's actually the original DVD release, which I think was from around 2009, and it's not even anamorphic widescreen, so it was high time upgraded. It's been released a few times. There's been a steelbook that's been floating around for a couple years that I wanted to pick up, and I think there's a newer pop art version. But when I saw this, with the other 3 films that I've always wanted to check out, I've just never watched. But anyway, so we've got Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. And of course, because this is the Canadian edition, it also has the French, which tends to make our Blu-ray and DVD cases look somewhat cluttered. So then, if you want to look at the back, go in a little bit closer. But yeah, so you've got original poster art for each of the 5 films. And over 15 hours of bonus features. So far I've only watched the bonus features for Psycho, or the main documentary. As far as I can tell, I think they're basically just the same extras that were on the late 90s DVD release. Looks fairly dated by this point. And as for the rest, I don't know if they've done anything new. So we'll find out when we get into it. But if we want to get just a closer look at the set itself. So it's actually one of these kind of classic DVD digipacks. Well, DVD style digipacks, you know, those that would have been common 15 or more years ago. It's been a while since I've actually bought anything in this type of digipack. But we've got artwork for each film. Go in there. Then the birds. Then I suppose if you want to take a look at each disc, or see what's underneath. It's a pain in the ass trying to do this one-handed. Just a second. This one's in here good. Don't break. There we go. Second. Back, North by Northwest. Psycho. I think to this day, at least the first Psycho is one of my favorite horror movies. I've seen the others. At some point I might pick them. I think actually Scream Factory put them out a couple years ago. Anyway, so here we go. So that is Alfred Hitchcock Essentials. I don't know. I think the set looks kind of cool. And in case you're wondering what this one goes for, it's usually $40 to $50. Okay, and the last thing, which is probably... Actually, no, I got 2 more things. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. This next one, I haven't actually opened it yet. But I'm probably actually going to end up watching this later on today. But we have the Purge election year. And I wanted to pick, I want to make sure I got this one, well, this slipcase, or slipcover, or whatever. Slipcase, some people call it slipcase, some people call it slipcover. I really don't care, and I don't think the conversation is that important. Or maybe I'll start a controversy. Okay, leave a comment below. Is it slipcover or slipcase? Maybe I'll get some YouTube drama going. Lots of YouTube drama these days. But I'm not going to go into that in this video. There's always drama, but lately there's more drama than usual. Anyway, so we got the Purge election year, so slipcover to go along with the first two, which also have the slipcover. There's the... And there's the back. Just readjust this. There we go. So the back, bonus features. I'm excited. And there's not much else to show with the Blu-ray itself. It's still shrink wrap, but obviously it's going to be the same as what's on the slipcover. Kind of this matte, bumpy finish. Okay, and the last one, which I guess was probably the biggest release this week. Or this month. Chair keeps squeaking. We have XMen Apocalypse. And this is the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. This, I'm probably going to watch this on Monday, which is the basically the Thanksgiving holiday in Canada, and I'm not going to be doing much else that day. So, and I didn't take the backing off, in case anyone wanted to look at it. And I really need to find some kind of system for saving my backings other than just kind of throwing them here. So here's the one from the last one. Civil War is still here. Awesome movie, by the way. I think Civil War is probably my top 5 comic book movies. This one I actually haven't seen yet, and I didn't get a chance to see it in the theater. I know from everything that I've heard it's not quite as good as Days of Future Past, but that's also my favorite comic book movie, so I wasn't expecting anything was actually going to surpass it. But even if it's a fraction, even if it's a quarter as good, I'll still be happy. Wow, this sticky glue shit is just not coming off. So we'll look at the back. At least with this stuff, like, it doesn't stick. It's like this creepy glue putty stuff. We'll take that off. So it doesn't stick to other Blu-rays on my shelf, which is always a pain in the ass. And actually this one would end up sticking to Days of Future Past, the Rogue cut. Okay. So yeah, with Steelbooks, unless they're on sale, generally I'll only buy them for movies that I deem worthy of it. Civil War was one, and Apocalypse. Even if it's not as good as Days of Future Past, I think it was still worth the Steelbook. So we'll go in a little bit so you can see it in more detail. So if you want to see what's inside, or what the discs look like. So, yep. So you got the Blu-ray, DVDs, because we still have DVDs for some reason. I can see buying DVDs. I still buy them for things that will never be released on Blu-ray, but at this point, I just don't get it. Why does this actually still need to be on DVD? And I don't want to use this saying, but it's 2016. I can't believe I just used that saying. Anyways, so X-Men Steelbook. And that's going to be it. Well, X-Men Apocalypse Steelbook. And with that, that is all for, well, this update anyway. But like I said, there might be another this month depending on how things go. But we'll have to see. But for now, as always, everyone, thank you for watching. And have an awesome day.